Sláinte, the greatest gold mine. Agus, Lawelia, Patrick, Sonovich. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. What's going on? And welcome back to Greedo's Gold Mine, where the heart is the gold, you are the stars. And hopefully we can enjoy this journey together so far. What are we doing today for St. Patrick's Day? Irish-American dinner, which is going to take us all day. It's a 6-hour process. Where do we start? We start with the corned beef. So, a little history to this. Typically for St. Patrick's Day in Ireland, you serve your ham, cabbage, carrots, potatoes kind of deal, boiled up throughout the day, timing each ingredient to its cook time. In America, because of the unique history of Irish-American immigrants and their early allegiances with Jewish America, we actually replaced the ham with a brisket, so corned beef. So it comes usually packed in the grocery store with all the seasonings that you need. You literally just need a crock pot slow cooker. We're going to put it to low for 6 hours through the day. Basically, we just need to put our corned beef into the crock pot. We'll open it in there so we don't lose all those juices and spices. And then we're going to fill it up to our water line. Simply start it, and then we'll come back 4 hours later and put our potatoes in. So let's get this corned beef in to start. And we'll go about our day. So we're going to use some scissors to split this open. And again, we're doing it over the crock pot, just so in case any of that juice gets out, we want it to be there for us. All right. So, if you see, this is what our corned beef looks like before we do the cook. So, let's get some water in there. I usually fill the crock pot with water to about the halfway mark. That way the entire corned beef is submerged. And it also gives you room to put the vegetables in later on, volumetrically speaking. All right. And we are there. So basically submerged in water with the spices, and we're just gonna hit the slow switch, put the cap on, of course. Halfway through, we'll flip this at about 3 hours in. So that's ready there. That's that. And 3 hours later from now, we'll be back. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's been about 3 hours now, so let's turn over the corned beef. So we'll get our trusty tongs for this. Simply gotta open the crock pot up. We keep it on. Flip the corned beef inside. And that is that. So we'll come back in another hour to put the potatoes inside, as well as the carrots. Don't go anywhere, folks. Stay tuned. And welcome back. It's been another hour. 2 left on the corned beef. Now we got to do the potatoes and carrots. So this is pretty straightforward. we're just gonna take the lid off here. Take our potatoes unpeeled. Toss them in to the juice. We're gonna open up some carrots here. Add about a third of the bag of carrots into there as well. Give it all a stir. And this is what it looks like. So we're gonna take that, put the lid back on. In about another hour, we'll put the cabbage in, and then we'll wait 1 more hour. Dinner is served. So I like to keep the heat in, putting the towel over it. But for now, that's all we got. Till the next section of this particular meal, don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. It's been another hour. Time for the last step, the cabbage. We'll let the cabbage go for another hour. Actually, it's been 2 hours, hasn't it? Almost through the 6-hour process, but last but not least, we got to put the cabbage in. So this is looking pretty nice. Show everybody what it's looking like so far. Sorry about that, folks. And so with cabbage, we're going to do a little bit boiled and a little bit fried to take from my other roots too, because I really like fried cabbage. So we'll get to that last so it's fresh, but let's at least put some cabbage in here. We got our head of cabbage there. Just got to kind of rip it up, flake it out, and throw it in. And I usually just throw the heart part out to just keep the leaves in. All right, and that should be enough. And so you're gonna make sure to get the lettuce in there. You can actually pick the beef up with the tongs. Make sure all that cabbage gets in there, and should have something that looks like this. So we let that go for another hour. Once it's about ready, we'll make some fried cabbage. And until then, we wait. We'll be back. All right, everybody, it's the home stretch. We're gonna do our fried cabbage and then serve a plate of the rest of the St. Patrick's Day meal. So in the pan, we have already 2 tablespoons of butter with about half of a head of half of a head of cabbage. We're gonna put some pepper in there. Start the flame. some kosher salt in there. And that's that. We just let it heat up, let that butter melt, and get it nice and fried up. While we do that, let's take a look at our meal here. There you have it, folks. Everything cooked up, ready to go. Corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, and carrots. That thing has been boiling on a slow cook for 6 hours. It's gonna be nice and tender, and it will taste delicious, I'm sure. But let's get this fried cabbage done before we get to that, right? So as the butter melts, try to get it around the entire pan. A nice even fry. This is probably one of the easiest parts to the meal, honestly. I'm gonna get my spatula. To be able to toss this throughout the cook. It's one of my favorite meals to cook all year, St. Patrick's Day. And as you see here, as it cooks up, it starts to brown on the outside a little bit. And that's what we're looking for evenly throughout the cabbage for us to be done. Sorry about that. Our stand ended up not working right. All right, this is looking really good. So, like we said, you're going to see an even browning throughout, and that is pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to give it just another minute to be extra tasty. that is that. We've got our cabbage fried up. Our corned beef, cabbage, potato, carrot mix here, boiled. Let's start serving some dinner. So we're gonna need a plate. Start with some of this fried cabbage here. We're gonna need to get the corned beef out, so to serve the corned beef, we're gonna grab another plate so that we can put it on it and cut the ground beef into slices. So the ground beef, the corned beef. I have such brain fog today, it's wild, but here's our corned beef all ready to go. Oh, there's a carrot that came out too. And when it comes to this, we're gonna get this out of the way. Use this space so everyone can see. And let's see, where is my knife? Here we go. Looks like it could use a little more time, perhaps. Oh no, it's fine. That's just really fatty. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness, it's nice and tender, just tears apart and shreds. Look at that. That is absolutely perfect inside. You got a nice fat layer around it. Good tender, shreddable beef. This is gonna be yummy. So for now, I'm only gonna cut a little bit to serve myself. Oh yeah, that's really hot, actually. It's just a really lean piece of meat on the inside. The fat is all on the outside. So it's like, wait, what? It's been 6 hours. This is, oh my goodness, this is just really nice and red inside, see? It should just tear apart nice and easily. Fat's nice and soft. Oh, lots of flavor in that. That's actually perfect. Now, let's get ourselves a couple potatoes. Some carrots. Turn this off. Try to get some of the boiled cabbage. Go with our fried cabbage. And that is St. Patrick's Day dinner the Irish American way. So let's reset this camera a little bit so that we can taste the rest of this. We've already checked out the corned beef, and yeah, it is absolutely perfect inside. So when it comes to the carrots, let's see. Nice and soft, full of flavor. How about the boiled cabbage? The seasoning from this corned beef is really good. The mix, it really gets into the cabbage, the vegetables. I want to see the potatoes. They're really soft inside. Oh, and hot. Oh my. Oh. Mm-hmm. As you can see, the potato keeps its texture on the skin itself, and on the inside, really soft. Again, it soaks in all the flavor of the corned beef, which we've already tried. And as you see on this corned beef, at first I was like, wait, what's going on? But it's got a really, really thick layer of fat on the top and then really lean meat in the bottom. So you can see the variation there. And this meat is, like I said, you could just tear it apart and eat it right away, which is exactly what you want. So it's nice and tender. There's your cross section. Definitely have the flavor of the spices and seasonings throughout. The whole dish, I really soaked those in. And the beef is particularly tender. It's excellent quality beef. So Trader Joe's was where I got this particular one. So don't count them out on St. Patrick's Day. If you can't find your corned beef and cabbage elsewhere, let's try the fried cabbage, see? Yep. Nice and buttery, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. That's all you need, fried up. Well, one second, folks. I would say the St. Patrick's Day meal was a great success. So hopefully you enjoyed this journey of a day of cooking from an Irish-American St. Patrick's Day perspective. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you enjoyed, and for more of these. Helps the channel grow as well. And wherever you are out there, hope you're having a good one. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And we'll catch you later on the live, hopefully. See you there, folks. Have a good one, wherever you are.